Scottie Pippen is one of the most versatile and well-rounded players in NBA history. A member of the league's all-defensive team 10 times, he struck fear in the hearts of opposing ball handlers. His playmaking and scoring were also vital to the Chicago Bulls winning 6 NBA titles.
Yeah, Scottie was one of my all-time favorite teammates because he was really a point guard in a 6'8", long-armed, long-limbed body, just with incredible athleticism. So to play with him made the game so much easier for me. He would always be looking for me, finding me open shots, covering up for me defensively. If I made a mistake, I knew he was always going to be there. One of the smartest, most unselfish players I was ever around, and just a champion in every way.
Scottie was an incredible player. There were only a couple guys that were bigger than me that I was uncomfortable when they guarded me. And Scottie was one of those guys. 6'8", he was long, he had incredible lateral quickness. His defensive instincts, I would marvel at. I really got even more of an appreciation for it when we were teammates in Portland, and then you got to see why he ultimately became the kind of player he did.
A lot of the world didn't know what kind of athlete he was. From Central Arkansas, a little small town. I knew he was that talented. If he wanted to score 20, he scored 20. If he wanted to stop you from scoring a bucket, he stopped you from scoring a bucket. His mindset was that.
I think his versatility at that length, at that size, 6'8", 6'9", can play the point forward, knock down threes, can rebound the ball and push it up. First team all defensive guy. Another guy that a complete game. I don't think you could point to one part of Scottie's game and say, well, that was his weakness and he couldn't do that. Even when he came in the league and he wasn't a great shooter right away, by the time he retired, he was a Hall of Fame shooter. He knocked shots down. So Scottie did everything on the court.
Smitty, it's crazy to think that a guy that came from such a little school and wasn't really on many teams' radar was able to win 6 championships and be one of the 50 and 75 greatest of all time.
Unbelievable hard worker. A guy, like you said, won 6 championships. But I think even more importantly, obviously championships are, but on the all-defensive team 10 times. Got a chance to play one of the greatest teams ever. And then I got the opportunity to play with him in Portland. So it was a treat getting a chance to play with him because all those years we had those battles. And a guy that could really guard 1 through 5 and really took the challenge.
Yeah, known for his defensive ability, but throughout his career at different times, he was able to carry the mantle offensively and evolve that part of his game.
I think when Michael got a chance to retire, you got a chance to see Scottie Pippen's offensive game. He was a great teammate, a great guy, and I'll never forget playing with and against Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen, the only guy I'm jealous of in my whole life, because he was picked 1 pick ahead of me, and I wanted to go and play with Michael Jordan at that time. So I was like, man, I wanted that spot. Scottie, his ability to be the consummate all-around Boy Scout knife. He had every tool. He had to, just pulls it out. You need a screwdriver, you need a wrench, he had all of the tools. Was he the best at one of them? Possibly not. But there's no one in the league that could say they had every tool that he has.
Antonio Harvey. Pippen! Oh, what a play! Sensational end-to-end defensive action. Oh, Pip